Hello everybody, this is Greg29407 back with another edition of Shroud of the Avatar. Well, as you can see, we're right outside the South Fetid Swamp, which is a Tier 3 adventuring level. This is one of the maps that had been kind of a clone of some others that have been around for a long time, and recently it's been redone. And there's some puzzles in here. It's one big puzzle map, and I thought it would take us through there and solve the puzzles and get some treasure for it. We are over here on the west side of the map in the game. As you can see, the town of West End is right here. It's about as far west as you can get. Not quite, but almost. Right up here is the Norgard Island where they have all the kobolds. And right over here is Vertas is over that way, and Area's down this way. Take a look at the map as it slowly has to come up. There we are. And of course, Central Brittany is way over here. So we're going to do a little bit of investigating. So this again was a redo of a recent map, and it's a pretty good one. In this case, it's the remains of an old castle called Castle Irvine. Not too exciting a name for that, but it's an old castle, and there had been a huge battle many generations ago, and it was destroyed. And we're going to go through all the remains of this. So of course we're going to run into some skeletons and things like that. But what we want to do is we need to figure out a puzzle in this thing. And for this you have to write stuff down. I've got stuff written down, so I will kind of go over it. But what we're going to find in this map is exactly 7 documents are hidden throughout this map. We want to piece together, read, and then kind of figure out the order for things. So we have entered into the west entrance here. So let's say 9 o'clock on the clock hand. I can't use the map because there's no map for this thing yet. It's still the old one, so it doesn't really work yet. So I'll just try and describe where we're at. The castle that we're going to end up doing the final thing in is right in the center of the map. So we're at roughly 9 o'clock, and we're going to come in here, load up my weaponry. And here's some slime. So again, this is tier 3, so it's quite a bit lower level than we are. What we want to do is look for clues. We don't want to miss anything. Oh, here's some black pearl. That's always hard to find. You know that's always one of those things for mages. You always have to buy this stuff, and it's kind of expensive because you always need a lot of it. Well, here's some right here. All right. Now notice the skeleton laying here, right out here at the entrance, and he's got a book. Castle Irvine, Lord Nietzschedane. So we're going to take that. I'm going to read that, but first let's just go ahead and take it. That's 1 of 6. Now, if we go along this path, we're going to eventually get to that castle, but we don't want to get to the castle right yet. We're going to do some other things. We need to find, I'm going to find 3 of these documents that are outside of the castle. So we've got one so far. We'll run through here. Black Pearl, we can't do that one. Right over here is going to be a mud hut. And again, we're going clockwise. We're just following the path right now. We're going to go off the path at some point here soon. We're following the path. We're going clockwise around the thing. So this is the edge of the map right up here. Another slime. So here's a mud hut. A little bit of garlic for myself. And the fact you can see some skeleton heads in the garden tells you that the people who live here may not be the nicest people in the world. So let's prepared for a bit of a battle here. There's an Elven Mage. Now this is one of those maps you can kind of do a lot of exploring and some harvesting. I'm not gonna collect all the different stuff you can find. Here's a dead guy, and here's a book. Another Castle Irvine book, Lord Solace. Let's take that one. So there's a lot of things you can farm some different materials in here and do all sorts of things. And you just spend a lot of time just kind of exploring the map. Now, instead of going back on the path, I'm going to kind of, well, first I'm going to fight this boar. I'm going to continue going clockwise around the outside of the map because we need to get one more document before we go into the middle of the map where the castle is. And this was kind of the tricky part for me. I'm going to stay pretty close to the edge of the map, not really on the edge. A lot of wild boars. So again, the good thing about the wild boars, you don't have to get a pristine wild boar head. If you get a wild boar head, you can mount that sucker and put it right on your wall. It's a lot easier to get mounted boar heads than it is, you know, your wolves and bears and things like that. I like the crocodile heads myself, but those things are hard to get. There are a lot of crocodiles in this map though. So this is the place to go. In fact, right up here is a crocodile base. And sometimes a huge crocodile shows up here. I hadn't had a luck with getting a pristine head from him though. So we'll go through here. Again, I'm going to continue around in a clockwise position. And again, right in the center here is going to be the castle, which we will get to in just a few minutes. That's a crocodile head, but not a pristine. All right. Now, I found this part a little difficult to find. We are looking for a treehouse village. There's a little village around here with where the elves live, and they've got like little tree houses and stuff. They're the bad kind of elves, so not the friendly elves like in Vertas. So we want to find that because that's where the document is. Again, that's the outer edge of this map. So we're going to kind of follow that around here. Oh, there's one of those mushroom people. So there's all sorts of oddball stuff in here. I think he just pooped on me. And again, so I'm not sure what that's all about. And for some reason these guys are full of gold. Because they're mushroom people. They love gold, I guess. So, right up here, look at that. There's the houses right there. I almost walked right underneath them. So there's a building up here. There's a bunch of these things up here. And we want to find the way up there. See the pathway up here? And there's another building. So we're going to find a little ladder, or a series of ladders that will take us up there so we can fight those elves and get hold of this book. And again, a lot of times with these maps, they've got this thing set up so they could actually put, you know, more quests in here eventually to have all sorts of different things that you could seek out and find, things like that. Here we go. But right now it's just the one quest that I know of. Again, they've given themselves options for the future. For some reason I can't get up the ladder. Up the ladder. Come on. Up the ladder. Up the ladder. For crying out loud. There we go. Okay. So we're going to climb up this ladder. I'm going to run into these mages. I love when they have these little treehouse things, though. I think that's kind of cool. And again, if we were higher level, this would be quite a bit more difficult. So they've got their alligators here. So there's a building down there, there's a building here, and there's a building right up there. So the building we're going to want to go to is the one that's up here on the little top here. part of our walkway just disappeared. And here's an evil mage that we're going to kill. And we're going to steal this book right here. Castle Irvine, Lord Feargas. Like that. So that's 3. Alright. And that's the 3 that we need to, so that now we can go ahead and get to the castle. Okay. Now, as you can see, we get towards open water. You can see the castle way up here. And it's a big, swampy, nasty area. We'll swim on over this way. Now, the entrance we came in is right over there. That general direction over there. But straight ahead of us, we have a nice little staircase that's going to take us right where we need to go. But let's see if we can get some more black pearl first. Yes. If I could find a way of harvesting, growing and harvesting black pearl, I'd make a mint in this game because everybody needs that stuff. All right, let's go up here to this castle. Now, there's a bunch of traps in here, so we got to be careful of this stuff. For instance, this thing right here that I'm pointing to, that's a trap. So let's jump over it. Or, oops, didn't. Now, there's going to be a lot of skeletons in here, or some skeletons. Now, the entrance is right over there. So let's come up here towards the main part of this castle, the ruins of this castle. There's a skeleton right here. And he stuns me. I tell you, the stuns in this game are just shocking to me. They should be able to stun me with all my stuff I've got on this character. Someone's shooting at me. Okay. Now, there's a trap here. If you run through here, you're going to sit on fire. So we're going to run around this way. Oh boy, now we're going to get a lot of these skeletons. All right. Boy, oh boy. Yikes. You know, I found this particular character is he can take a beating, but his weak point really is a lot of enemies coming at the same time. Again, they're all green. But there's just so many of them, and they're all shooting at the same time. Alright. So, that was bad. Now there's a chest here. That's actually a fake chest. It's one of those mimics, so that thing would come after us. We should leave them there for right now. Now, let's go down here in this this basement pit down here. We can always crawl back up this this vine ladder. Oh, I don't know if I have the key for this. Let's see here. Nope. Oh, whoops. Okay, let's go back upstairs and raid all those, we'll loot all these guys I just killed. We're looking for a key. Alright, we're going to kill some more of these guys. Well, that's not good. Ah! There was a ran through the trap I just warned you not to do. Idiot. All right, let's see if we can find some more. Oh, actually, again, here's the entrance, right? Let's go over to this tower over here. This is where the key is. This is where the key is. Let's go up these stairs. Okay, so here's a skeleton, and here's the key. Let's take that, the cell key, and also another document. Come on. Castle Irvine Guard Captain's letter. Let's take that. Okay. And back down. Now we can get into that little basement room. All right, so let's go back over here where we were before. Don't try set off the trap. Let's go back down into the pit. Okay, now in here we have another Castle Irvine Lord Gordon's letter. Let's take that. I don't want to read it. We'll read all this stuff later. Now this chest, for some reason, it's always empty. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Not quite sure what's going on with that. You can go down here and fight some spiders and things. You can't get back up this way, but it does go out to the back of the castle. Then you can kind of come back around if you need to. All we need to do here is climb back up here. Now, oh, another skeleton. Let's head upstairs. Okay, now on this table is another letter. Castle Irvine, Lord Gordon's letter. This is a different Lord Gordon's letter. Let's go ahead and take that. That should give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's one left to go. That'll be an important one too. Now this floor will go out from underneath this, so I'll jump over that. And that one shoots fire arrows. Be careful of that. Okay, and here is Lord Gordon himself, and he has a book called The Royal Lineage. So now we have 7 documents. And you notice that there are all these spikes and things on this 6-sided thing. And there's some flags, like this is Banner of Spirituality. Let's kill this guy. We've got spirituality, we've got honor, we've got sacrifice, we've got justice, we've got valor, we've got compassion, and honesty. And each one has like a little handle here with a bunch of spikes. Now, what we want to do is we want to figure out what order to do these things in so we don't get spiked. Now, the thing is, if you get spiked, it doesn't really kill you. It does some damage, but it's not going to kill you. They should probably make that a lot tougher. But the way to do this is, of course, we're going to read all these documents. So we've got 7 documents. Let's start off with the Royal Lineage. Okay. Lord Luag. Now, this is where you have to start writing stuff down. First son of Lord Solas. So Lord Solas is number 1. He's the top of the list in terms of the ranking of the begats. If you full of Bible stuff. He begat so-and-so. So Lord Solas is number 1. Then his son is Lord Luag. His son is Lord Feargas. And then his son, his second son, but it doesn't matter, is Lord Mungan. Okay, so we've got 4 generations right there. Okay, so that's important to know. All right, so let's read about Lord Solas, who's number 1. Coming to power in a time of great uncertainty for our people, Lord Solas raised an edifice in order for the mire of chaos. Oh, I have a potential network trouble. Hopefully that'll clear up. The neighboring elves sought to tear down what he had built from within and without, making clandestine promises and so on and so on. So there's a little story. The vigilant lord picked up the scent, moving swiftly. He rounded up every suspected traitor, and against popular opinion of his most trusted advisors, he delayed their executions. A series of patiently conducted trials followed, a diligent collection of evidence, and Lord Solas ensured that in the end, only the truly treacherous were put to the sword. Let the fair and just Lord Solas be an example to us all. So Lord Solas was big on justice. So we want to keep justice as number 1. Lord Solas is number 1. All right. So let's see what we got. Let's look at the guard captain's letter. Our time of peace is ending. The elves are coming. What will our history books say of Lord Gordon? He's not one of the 4 lords yet. He was the most recent guy. If indeed they are not written hereafter by elven hands. He had the valor of his ancestor, Lord Luag, who left the protection of his own castle walls to face the enemy? I think not. He had even the compassion of Lord Mungan, who showed mercy to the merciless elves? Hardly. He had greed, so Lord Gordon stinks. But we did find out here that Lord Luag is valor, and Lord Mungan is compassion. So that takes care of 3 of them. Okay. I got this network thing again. That's not good. All right, Lord Feargas. Let's read this one. Uh-oh. I've been thrown out of the game. Let's see if it's going to come back up. Nope. Okay, we are back. I got thrown out of the game from poor connection, so let's continue on where we're at. Lord Feargas. If those of us under the protection of Castle Irvine fail to pay our respects to all other lords of the past, we must never neglect good Lord Feargas, for he never neglected to give of himself in safeguarding his people. If you read through this, it turns out, as we turn the page here, how many among us can say that they have sacrificed so much? So Lord Feargas is sacrifice. Okay, so right now we've got Lord Solas as justice, Lord Luag is valor, Lord Feargas is sacrifice, Lord Mungan is compassion. So that's the first 4. Now this is a 6-sided thing, so we got 2 more to go. All right. Let's look at this Lord Nichtain. 4 generations after the reign of Lord Solas. So Solas, Luang is 1, Feargas is 2, Mungan is 3, Nichtain must be 4. So he's Mungan's son. Lord Nichtain assumed the throne in a time of peace achieved through the collective struggles of his great forefathers. Not content to rest on their legacies, he resolved to use the opportunity afforded by the peace from without to strive for peace from within. Let's go ahead and fight this guy. He practiced meditation. A great spiritual leader, Lord Nichtain's impact cannot be denied. So Lord Nichtain, who's number 5, is spirituality. Oops. And then we have these 2 letters from Lord Gordon. In one case, he's badmouthed his grandfather, Lord Nichtain. Let's see here. I saw several of my knights abandoning their posts, fleeing for their escape tunnel. These are men who swore their oaths to my father, whose name we don't know, who praised him as a man of honor. when they spoke of him to me. So honor is number 6. So what we need to do then is go around, and that's the order we have to go. We have to go justice number 1. So here's a banner of justice. Let's flip that switch. Then we're going to do valor. Then we're going to do sacrifice. Then we're going to do compassion. We're going to kill this guy. And the skeleton. For a low-level skeleton, it sure is taking a long time to kill this guy. Come on, man. Jeez Louise. 7 points? I did 7 points of damage? Jeez, that's not good. All right. Number 5 is spirituality. Oh, I'm sorry, that's number 5, spirituality. Oh, I guess, it reset everything. No, it didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, spirituality. Oh, this is an 8-sided thing. Spirituality, yes. And then honor. And that gate opened up. So sorry about that. This is an 8-sided thing. So you have to get 6 of the 8. So we're going to stand on this thing. And we're in this big treasure room with all this gold stuff, which looks fantastic. It looks like we're going to be richer than our wildest dreams. Thank heavens. So we're going to come over here. And the only thing up here that we can touch is this treasure chest. And we get the usual stuff. So not great. Not a lot of exciting things in here. But we actually did the mission. So that is the South Fetid Swamp mission. That's all there is in here. Again, I'm wondering if one day they're going to put more puzzles and more treasures in here so you can do all sorts of different things. They got it set up so you can. We're back here. So yes, this is an 8-sided, not a 6-sided. Sorry about that. But those are the 6 you want to go in that exact order. Again, if you mess up, what will happen is the spikes will shoot out and hit you. You'll get a bunch of bleed damage for a while. It won't kill you. And then you have to start over again. But that is how that works. I thought it was going to run a little longer than that, but we really didn't. You can go ahead and do some exploration. There, you saw some copper ore around, a bunch of crocodiles. Here's where we came in, the entrance we came in at. Let's see, right over here is that mound, that dirt mound, and way over here is the village in the trees. So, and then you can explore all the rest of the map too. That's pretty much it for now. Hope that helps out. Hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, this is Greg 29407, along with Killdozer, or once more victorious tanker, saying arrivederci, and we will see you next time.